The world's best thoroughbreds are back where the turf meets the surf. Del Mar, California. 2 days, 14 championship races, headlined by a star-studded field in the Breeders' Cup Classic.
Horse racing is the best sport in the world.
Cypher's a Breeders' Cup winner. Ted Nuffy bred, Ted Nuffy did it.
To win a Breeders' Cup race, I'm like, come on, man.
From the Pacific to the paddock, there's no party like this. The Breeders' Cup at Del Mar. Just south of Los Angeles, along a stretch of sun-soaked coastline, Del Mar has always been a place where racing feels a little more magical. Born in the era of Bing Crosby and Hollywood charm, this seaside track blends California cool with world-class competition. Yesterday, Future Stars Friday delivered thrills, heartwarming stories, and a record-breaking win. Today, the stakes rise. And as the afternoon builds towards the $7 million Longines Breeders' Cup Classic, we get the rematch everyone's waited for. The last year, top three return, along with a crop of exciting 3-year-olds ready to make their mark. The sun is out, the stakes are high, and the energy is palpable. This is the Breeders' Cup World Championships from Del Mar. A big hello and welcome to the Breeders' Cup World Championships. I'm Brittany Earton. So happy you could join us for another day of incredible racing. Future Stars Friday in the books. This is what you have to look forward to on Championship Saturday. 9 races in total, beginning with the PNC Bank Filly and Mare Sprint right here on USA. And then we'll move on over to NBC for the big one, the $7 million Longines Breeders' Cup Classic. Plenty on tap for us this afternoon. We welcome you to our set just overlooking the first turn here at Del Mar. Brittany Earton, Randy Moss, Jerry Bailey, and we are all pumped to be here. And why? Because these are 2 days that are circled on the calendar every single year for fans of racing and those involved in it. But why?
Because the fields are so deep, so filled with quality. I can make a case in the Classic, even without Sovereignty, that 6 of the 9 horses could have a great chance to win. As a matter of fact, you can go as far as 8 of the 9, only throwing one of them out. Just remember, 22 years ago, I won the Classic on a horse that was 133 to 1. Any of these horses can win on a given day.
Can I get 133 to 1 today?
No.
No, probably not.
We're still on a high from yesterday.
That we are.
I mean, great storylines, as always, at the Breeders' Cup. Nice mix of favorites and long shots, 3 American winners, 2 Europeans, honest and safe racing surface. But that's just an appetizer. Right?
For the main dish.
Today's the main dish. 9 races with, of course, the Classic being the one at the top of the list.
Well, let's take a look at those odds for the Longines Breeders' Cup Classic today. Of course, as you mentioned, Sovereignty out with a fever that was announced earlier this week. Fierceness now your morning line favorite, runner-up last year at 5-2, and both Forever Young and Sierra Leone sitting as your second choices at 7-2. There are a lot of storylines surrounding this race in particular, so we've got a whole crew on site providing them to you. Let's get to our team of reporters, beginning with Kenny Rise. Hey there, Kenny.
Hey, Brittany, like you say, fans have been circling these days since last year because this is a special day. Every horse that wins will go down in the history books, and we're already seeing history in the making in the Classic. Sierra Leone trying to become the second back-to-back winner of the Classic, and some history repeating now. For only the second time, the top 3 finishers are back in the Classic. Back to challenge the champ, runner-up Fierceness, third-place finisher Forever Young. Will they be able to unseat the reigning champ, or will Sierra Leone do it once again? It is a classic question for what is shaping up to be a historic showdown. Let's go to Donna Brothers.
Well, Kenny, journalism is also chasing history. This 3-year-old is taking on older horses in the Breeders' Cup Classic, aiming to become just the 4th horse ever to win both the Preakness Stakes and the Classic in the same year. He's a true warrior, though. After contesting all 3 legs of this year's Triple Crown, he was second in the Kentucky Derby, second in the Belmont Stakes, and in between, he thrilled us with an exciting win sandwiched in between those 2 races. Today, he gets a fresh set of hands. Umberto Rispoli off, Jose Ortiz on. His connections are pulling out all the stops, trying to give journalism his best chance to win the Breeders' Cup's richest race. Let's welcome in Nick Luck.
All right, Donna, if you needed any reminder of what's at stake in the Breeders' Cup Classic, just look at the numbers. This is America's richest horse race, a $7 million purse, $3.9 million of that going to the winner alone. But if you win the Classic, that purse is just the tip of the iceberg that is a lucrative career as a stallion, something that awaits quite a few of these, including defending champ Sierra Leone. And look at his own father, Gun Runner. He won the race here at Del Mar in 2017, immediately enhancing his profile, attracting some of the best mares around. He now commands $250,000 for each mating, and he'll be fully booked at 150 mares next year. Now, given he's had 7 seasons of stud duty, you could plausibly estimate that he's earned around $150 million already. So that Classic purse, yes, it's sweet enough, but it's the sweet deals that follow that make victory in this race almost priceless. To our own priceless commodities now, and richer after Future Stars Friday. Edzo and Matt.
Nick, thank you. Talk about sweet. Let's not leave out Steve Cornack, our pal here.
First off, 2 stallions and 1 gelding for the record, by the way.
Good grief. Hey, but look, Nick was talking about riches here, and we talk about riches as far as the gambling is concerned.
Great.
We've been talking about leading into these 2 days for a long time. Yeah. Case in point, this is over the past 5 years, the difference in the payouts between Breeders' Cup races and the North American average return. Take a look at the win. You expect more than $18 for every $2 you bet to win. That's 64% higher here during the Breeders' Cup meet, and it only goes north of there. And fellas, we talked yesterday, there are so many special wagers. I know we talked about the 2-day daily doubles and things like that. We've talked about the multis. I guess we just got to keep the ball rolling from yesterday, right?
I got a notebook filled with every pick 4 and pick 5 they offer. I can't help myself, but it's what you're saying. You get these sequences. If you knock out one favorite when the pools are this big and spread out, boy, those payouts can accelerate fast.
Yeah, you are looking for that value. You get great value, even if you get a favorite, and maybe you get a 10 or 15 to 1 shot. What's wrong with making 15 to 20, 20 to 1 on your money? But for me, it is about the old-fashioned win in place. It is about the exacta, trying to get the exact order of the top 2 finishers. Maybe you box them up and you get a little bit lucky with using a favorite and maybe a bomber underneath. So you can really, if you dig deep, you got a chance to make a lot of money. And we had a pretty good day. All 3 of us had a pretty good day yesterday. Hopefully we can continue that role here on Saturday.
No doubt about it. We'll see how things unfold here, Brittany. Good day on Friday. Hopefully a sign of things to come here today.
I think Edzo's already on fire, making me chuckle at just the start of the show. We are looking forward to so many great races in here. And aside from the Classic, we know that is the big one, but there are 9 championship races today, all with their storylines. Is there another in particular you're really looking forward to?
Well, how about the race right before the Classic? The $5 million Breeders' Cup Turf with one of the most popular horses in the world, 7-year-old gelding Rebels Romance. He won the turf in 2022, again last year, trying to become only the 3rd horse in Breeders' Cup history to win 3 Breeders' Cup races. And he's not even the favorite. Minnie Hawk is the favorite. It's a classic Coolmore versus Godolphin showdown we've seen so many times.
And I'm partial to sprints. And I'm even more partial to when they have a filly against colts, a mare against colts. And in the sprint this year, we have last year's champ and runner-up, Straight No Chaser and Ben Tornado against Copian. Copian, the fast race mare who has run faster than any of the males in the race. Can she do it from post 1? The guys have the outside post. They'll be trying to gang up on her. But she's fast.
Richard Mandella did say he's not worried about it because they run so fast there's no time for flirting.
Okay, that's well put.
Gotta love Copian. All right, she'll be facing against the boys in the Breeders' Cup Sprint. So much to be excited about, including you get a wager on all this action. You heard it from the guys there. FanDuel is the #1 sportsbook app where you can bet the Breeders' Cup. Scan the QR code right there to download FanDuel Racing and get a no-sweat first bet up to $500. This is Christmas for the gamblers, no doubt. Horse players, connections, and fans, of course. We're going to get things started in just a bit with a little amuse-bouche. It's the Goldacova. We'll take you to the turf course when we come back to kick off this Super Saturday.
You might take something for your heart,